everyone, welcome back to my channel. So welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be based on this look. I literally am going to be doing this look while talking to you about how to do a cut crease and just my tips on cut creases in general and like how to make them easier for yourself. So this is the look. I hope you enjoy the video. If you want to know how to get this look, then just keep watching. Such a YouTuber. So now I'm just going to carve out my brows. I am using the same product that I used in my what did I do? My Cruella de Vil makeup. It's the Barium contour cream. I'm just using the two lighter shades because I like them, and I personally much prefer to carve out my brow with a cream rather than a like liquid concealer. I'm going to be taking the white because I think this is from Bleach. My brow bone. Not being precise or anything, I'm just using a fluffy brush. This one is from Morphe, it's the M573. It's my favourite brush for blending. I just love it. Right, so now with that exact same brush, I'm going to take another shade out of that palette. This is again from Bleach. TD. They're not real shades, they're like, it's just like an orangey shade. It's so pretty. Then I'm going to take that on that same fluffy brush and just buff this in my crease. I'm going to come a bit closer to the camera, I think. And I'm sorry for my skin, like it's so bad at the moment, like it's actually ridiculous. I never have like really bad skin. My skin is fairly good, but obviously the day I want to start YouTube, my skin decides, no, we're going to be bright red and spotty for you, but that is real, I'm sorry. Not everyone has perfect skin. So then that is what that looks like. It just looks quite boring. But if you want to leave it there, you obviously can. So then I'm going to take a shade from my Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm going to take a mix of these two at the top. Again on the same brush. I'm just going to do the exact same thing. Just pressing the product on first and then going in with the windshield wiper motions. I'm going to take, what shades do I want? I'm going to take this shade and this shade, and a bit of this shade maybe. We just love mixing all the shades. But yeah, I'm just going to take a mix of them three, tap off the excess, and stamp. I'm going to come a bit closer, even though no one wants to see this side up close. Then blend through the crease. This brush is actually so good. It's from Primark. Like, sorry. So I'm going to take this one if it's not got any black on it. Yeah, it's fine. It's from Bedelium Tools. It's the 785 brush. It's like a really fluffy brush. And I'm going to take that Bleach palette again. I'm going to take this colour. It's from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Brick. It's the nicest colour. Oh god, nearly dropped it. That's fun. It is the nicest colour. It's the nicest like chocolate fudgy brown. So now we're going to start taking all of our shadows a bit lower. I'm going to take a really small dense brush and I'm going to take this palette, which is the Ring the Alarm palette, again from Jaclyn Hill Morphe, and I'm going to take this colour. It's Mugshot. I'm going to take that on that brush and just put it really low. This is again a really fudgy brown. Then I'm going to take this shade, it's the shade Secret. It's a really nice chocolatey brown, like it's literally chocolate brown. And I'm going to take that Again, just keeping it quite low. So now I'm going to actually start cleaning up my under eye, just wiping off all the fallout and making it quite sharp on the edges because I don't want it to seem too blown out. And then I think I'm going to start my cut crease. So get a little bit of concealer, only a little bit, you don't need a lot, because when you're using cream concealer like I would normally, it's actually like a lot harder because obviously this liquid concealer will like smudge anywhere you put it, but cream concealer doesn't. So I'm just going to put it here like that, and then I'm going to look up. There you go. I'm going to put a bit on my hand and take that same brush that we used earlier. So I thought I'd actually talk over this bit as I'm not explaining it very well. Basically, I put the concealer on my eyelid, then I looked up, and that is where you want the top of your cut crease to be. So you're going to join it up from the inner corner of your eyelid to the top where that line went. And as you can see, like, I'm trying to make it really sharp now. Sometimes your cut crease can, like, you can end up getting a bit carried away with doing it, so you have to be really careful. Like, I got a bit carried away. But yeah, just join it up to the top of your cut crease, and then you feather it out on the edges so that it looks blended. So it's like, it's kind of a half cut crease, but yeah, we're just gonna go with that. Using an eyeshadow from, I do not know. It doesn't have anything on the back of it, but I feel like it's from Bleach London. But it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeously rose gold colour. I'm just going to use that like everywhere I put the concealer. Barry M Dazzle Dust. I just love it so much. Like, it just makes everything look 10 times better than what it is. Even though my eyelids are already wrinkly because of the amount of eyeshadow on my eye, I'm still gonna put it on. So now for the eyeliner, I am just gonna use the Rimmel Scandalise eyeliner. This is my favourite. I wouldn't ever use anything different. And I'm just gonna do a flat line across my lid. Just with a tiny bit of black, and I'm literally putting this on the outer corner and blending it the tiniest bit. So I actually got these lashes from Miss Pap a long time ago. They're the Glamify Beauty Mink lashes and the style GB10. They're the number GB10. So I don't know if they still do them, but they probably do. But I'm pretty sure their packaging's different now. So then I'm going to take some black eyeshadow and I'm just going to stamp it along the lash line, because where we put the lash glue, it actually turns white if you use obviously normal lash glue, and that doesn't look nice. So so I'm just gonna paddle this all over my face. Oh my god, I've got nothing left. I just cover all of these ugly spots up. Thank you very much. So I'm actually going to blend that out with a fluffy brush. Yeah, and then I will go over it with my beauty blender, my beauty sponge, just because I hate when foundation just sits on top of skin. Like, I want it to like sink into my skin. I literally look like a Simpson. And Lauren, in case you haven't noticed, I'm wearing your necklace you got me. Oh my god, I never look this yellow with this foundation on. That's so bad. It's actually unreal. And these look like I've cut my hair, but I don't, I promise. They're just baby hairs. I don't cut my hair. So now I'm going to use the Collection Last Imperfection Concealer. And I'm just going to use like that much, just because if it looks really white. It's not actually that white, I promise. If I use any more than that, it just ends up being so like too much. But I've done so many makeup looks before where like I've done normal makeup and like not anything funky, like just like this sort of makeup where I do cut creases. And I didn't think to ever post them on my Instagram, because I just thought people just like the fun stuff, like when you really get really creative or you do something really like an illusion where you can't figure it out. People like that, but actually people do really like to see stuff like this as well, like really simple things, because I think I've got so much inspiration from other people's versions of this. Like, I love watching cut crease makeup tutorials because like I want to do that, if you know what I mean. Like I want to do that in my spare time. Like I want to learn how to do a proper cut crease, or I want to use them colours or anything. I used to watch people like Nicole Guerrero. I loved her. I still watch her sometimes, but not as much as I used to. But she was like one of my first YouTubers I ever watched for makeup. And then Jaclyn Hill is another one. Oh sorry, I'm just baking with my Primark powder. Jaclyn Hill is another one who I love. So now I'm going to do my under eyes, and I'm just going to use some of the browns that we used on top. It's literally just one from Collection in my waterline. This step is optional, obviously you don't have to do this. You can use white if you want. But I prefer my eyes to look more closed than more open. Like, you can see the difference between that. I just prefer it when it has kohl in it rather than like a white eye pencil. In the shade, in the number 182. So it is obviously a powder, but it's so nice as a bronzer. But it's so pigmented, honestly. Don't use, like, you literally need to tap in once and then tap off loads, because it's so pigmented. And I do overline my lips. Oh my god. gonna do that. I'm so fuming at myself, look at this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I knew I was gonna do that. I literally almost done it in a clip before and I was like, oh my god, so lucky. And then I've just done it.